You're watching Traders Morning Setups with Dex the Algo Capitalist. Dex created his pulse wave price trigger reports over 2 decades ago, and he's been using them to ride the pulse waves as a full-time trader ever since. Find out more about Dex's reports and sign up for our next webinar to learn how to use them at pulsewavetrading.com.
All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for our pre-market report. Let's jump right into it. You have the U.S. dollar index up 18 pips at 103.53. It is staying above that 103 threshold, which is applying pressure to the other Forex pairs. Taking a look at the euro, it's down 11 pips at 108.90. We have the pound sterling up 16 pips at 126.53. And the Aussie is down 47 pips at 65.50. Bitcoin futures down $735, trading at $42,560. And you have the Ethereum futures down 38.5 points, trading at $2,558 even. Crude oil futures down $1.30 per barrel, trading at $71.12 a barrel. We have nat gas off 7 cents at $2.83. Gold futures down $7, trading at $2,023.20 an ounce. Silver down 27 cents, trading at $22.81 per ounce. It finally broke that $23 support line, and we may very well see some acceleration to the downside across the board here. Copper down a penny, trading at $3.75. Dow futures off 190 points at 37,364. E-mini S&P 500 futures down 33.5 points at 47.65 even. E-mini NASDAQ 100 futures down 148.5, trading at 16,818. And the Russell is off 30.3 points at 1909.80. We have soybeans off 12 cents at $12.15 a bushel. Corn down 2 cents at $4.41 a bushel. And wheat down a penny at $5.80 per bushel. What's on deck this morning? Well, Elon Musk push for more control at Tesla has some people up in arms. In tech, more job cuts at Google. This time it's an advertising sales team. And in business news, we have the silver tsunami of boomers housing hitting the market will benefit Gen Z. Jim Chanos still has a bone to pick with Elon Musk, the famous short seller, who has consistently bet against Tesla, said Musk was being outrageous for requesting more control at the EV maker. But Chanos isn't the only one raising concern. As Webbush's Dan Ives wrote, Musk's comments created a firestorm for Tesla. Goldman Sachs isn't sweating the economy. The bank is taking a more optimistic view of economic growth in 2024 compared to the rest of the street. Goldman sees U.S. GDP growth of 2% and only a 20% chance of a recession, figures that are well below consensus estimates. And Goldman's not the only one feeling good these days. More than 81% of individual investors believe the Dow will end this year higher than last year, according to Yale's one-year confidence index. Main Street hasn't felt this good about stocks since 2007, right before the financial crisis. And I should add, in 2008, when the financial crisis was revealed, the NASDAQ 100 was not participating in hitting all new contract futures highs. This time, it's the Russell that is the weakest and has stopped hitting new weekly highs right before the other indices. So this is quite ominous. Apple just ended Samsung's 12-year run as the top smartphone seller in the world. Shipment data shows that Apple reached the top position last year. The iPhone maker's win comes amid tough business in US and in China. Microsoft CEO says the company wants stability at OpenAI, not a board seat. While at Davos, Satya Nadella said he's not interested in a board seat at ChatGPT's parent company. Meanwhile, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman is at the conference trying to show leaders his plan to prevent tools like ChatGPT from interfering with elections. Leaked memo. Google is laying off hundreds more employees. The search giant is laying off swaths of employees in its ad sales team. Philip Schindler, Google's chief business officer, announced the job cuts in a memo obtained by Business Insider. All right. And in other news, you can't talk about the housing shortage or runaway home prices without boomers on the brain. As the generation ages, its vast real estate portfolio poses a question. What happens when boomers die? Airlines are experiencing some turbulence. Boeing's quality control process and company culture are under scrutiny after multiple airlines have found issues with its 737 MAX 9 jets. Meanwhile, Sprint Airline stock nosedived after a judge blocked JetBlue's proposed takeover. We still don't know if the NFL's first streaming playoff game was a success. The Chiefs Dolphins game was primarily streamed on NBC's Peacock. NBC says it was a success, citing viewership and internet usage numbers. But we don't know how many people paid for Peacock so they could watch the game. In other news, what's next for Nikki Haley after finishing third in Iowa? Where does DeSantis go from here? Goldman Sachs posts an earnings beat as growth for its stock trading business triples estimates. AI will be bad news for plenty of workers, warns IMF chief. My supermarket removed all the self-service checkouts. It's annoyed some customers, but the staff prefer it, of course, because they get to keep their jobs. Mark Zuckerberg's $47 billion metaverse bet will take at least a decade to be fully realized, says Meta executives. I visited Mark Cuban's Texas ghost town, and Mustang was more barren and mysterious than I ever imagined. Here's what's happening today. GLAAD Award nominees will be announced today. The awards celebrate fair, accurate, and inclusive representations of the LGBTQ community and the issues that affect their lives in the media. Samsung's annual Galaxy Unpacked product launch event is today. The company is expected to announce products that include AI capabilities. Happy birthday, Michelle Obama. Betty White, Steve Harvey, Muhammad Ali, Benjamin Franklin, Al Capone, and Calvin Harris were also born on this day. And on the earnings front, we got Charles Schwab, among other companies. All right, folks, that is our market news, and the markets are now open. So if you are a subscriber to the Pulsewave Reports, you know what you need to be doing. You need to be over at pulsewavetrading.com, clicking on your dashboard and letting those tickets rip. We do have some action this morning that is going down, and that's with the Dow futures, the E-mini S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, and the Russell futures. All are pulse waving negative this morning. So ride them. You know what this is. The system works if you work the system. Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Smash the like button, share, and I'm out. Peace.